Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I had a request from a great family friend asking if I could do a nighttime yoga sequence. So I've come up with some calming, restorative poses that'll help you wind down from your day and hopefully help you have a good night's sleep. I know there's a lot going on in the world today, a lot of worries and concerns about the future, so that could be impacting your sleep. So I'm hoping this sequence will just help you let that go and calm you, and I hope you have a restful sleep after doing this sequence. Let's get started. So find a comfortable seat on your mat. We're gonna first start with some just circular motions with our upper body. So you can just rest your palms on your knees here. We're gonna do some circles, 5 each way. It smells amazing in here. It rained today, the windows are open, feels like spring, it's incredible. I hope you guys, so we're gonna switch directions here, so 5 the other way. I hope wherever you guys are that you're also having spring weather. Spring has got to be one of my favorite times ever. There's just new life popping up, everything smells amazing. It's just a sense of renewal and a new beginning. Okay, so from here we're going to do a bit of a little side bend. So you can plant your right hand down on your mat, and we're just going to reach our left hand up and over. If you want a little deeper stretch, you can take your elbow down to the mat. Such a nice stretch through the side body, through the armpit. So you're just gazing over your left shoulder here. Inhale, come on up. We're going to plant our left palm on the mat beside us and lift our right arm up and over. You can also come down on your elbow. Inhale, come up to center. Now we're going to get into some cat-cow, because what is a Wit for Wellness yoga sequence without it? Seems to be a major staple in my practice. So we're going to plant our palms under the shoulders, knees aligned just below the hips. And on the inhale, you know what to do, hopefully. Drop the belly, look up, shine the heart forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, push away from the mat. Lost count here. I kind of get consumed with this posture, but I think we have one more. So just go with your breath rhythm. Yoga is all about the breath. Okay, so from here we are going to do head to knee pose, which is also known as Janu Shirasana. So we're going to start by both our legs out in front. Then we're going to bend our right knee and bring the sole of the foot into our left inner thigh. And really focus on the alignment here. You want your upper body in line with your left leg. So you want your belly button to be right over the middle of your thigh here, of your left leg. So we're going to reach up, reach forward. Your belly should be the first thing that touches your thigh. If you can interlock your fingers behind your heel here. If you don't have this flexibility in your hamstrings, you can also wrap a strap around the ball of your foot. Okay, inhale and come up. Sorry, I'm just gonna grab this. Okay, so we're gonna switch sides here. So we're gonna bend the left leg here, bring the left sole of the foot into the inside of the right thigh. And again, we want to focus on this alignment, so your belly button in line with the middle of your right thigh. And we're gonna reach up and over. Interlace your fingers behind the heel if you can. This is a really awesome stretch for your shoulders, your hamstrings, your groin, and your spine. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Really try to release the tension in your hamstring here. Really let it go. Inhale, come up. From here, we're going to go into big toe pose or Padangusthana. Something like that. I think I said it correctly, but who knows. So we want our feet about 6 inches apart, feet parallel. And we're going to inhale and hinge at the hips. We're going to use our index finger and our middle fingers here. Wrap them around your big toes, so in between your big toe and your second toe. Curl the fingers around the toes, and you want to press your big toes into your fingers. And on the next inhale, you want to lift up, straighten your elbows, lift up as if you're trying to stand up. Straighten your elbows and you'll really feel this really awesome stretch through your hamstrings. And on the next inhale, try to lift your sit bones up a little bit higher. We'll hold this for 5 breaths. Really send your breath to your thighs, your hamstrings. Really trying to release them, lengthen them, strengthen them. So try not to look up too much because it compresses the back of your neck. Keep your spine long and just look down in front of you. On the exhale, we can release that, hands on the hips, come on up. From here, we are going to do a reclining twist. So we'll come onto our back. Bring the knees up at about a 90-degree angle and drop them off to the left side. With your arms, you're making a T shape at shoulder height. So your knees are off to the left side. You're going to be gazing over your right arm. So this is a really nice wringing out of your internal organs. It's also a nice stretch in the back. So depending on the height of your knees, if they're up higher, you're going to feel the stretch higher up in your back. If they're lower, you're going to feel it lower in your lumbar or sacral region. So just keep that in mind in case you have any back issues at all. You guys are doing awesome. On the next inhale, bring your knees back to center. And on the exhale, we're going to drop them to the opposite side. So the right hand side. And we're going to gaze over the left arm this time. Crazy how simple of a posture this is, but how nice it feels on the body. So just soak that up. Okay, inhale, bring your knees back to center. You can grab them, hug them in towards your chest, and you can rock from side to side, releasing your back here. And we can rock up onto our sit bones. We're going to come into pigeon posture, which is one of my absolute favorites. It's a really great hip opener and also a stretch for the psoas. So the psoas is a hip flexor that connects your torso and your leg. And in our society of being kind of desk-bound all day, the psoas is really shortened. So we're working to lengthen that out. So we're going to start in a high plank. And then we're going to bring our right knee just to the outside, so just behind our right wrist and just to the right of it. So you want your shin about parallel with the top of your mat here. And with the left foot, you can put the top of the foot on your mat. What you're really looking for here is that the area between your thigh, where your thigh and your butt connect, you want that to be settled onto the mat. That's the goal here. If you're not there yet, you can take a folded blanket and just put it under as support. That's really key here. You don't want that. Not touching the mat. It really affects the alignment. The alignment's key here. You want your hips squared. Okay. And having the opposing, having the right leg forward and the left leg back is what's stretching that psoas muscle. So really be aware of the alignment here. Once you feel aligned, so the left leg, you want the middle of the thigh to be right on the ground. Once you have the alignment down, you can come onto your elbows. Or you can bring it further and bring your forearms down and rest your head on your palms. Try not to hold too much tension in this posture. Really breathe and try to make space within your body. Try to send your shoulders away from your ears. You don't want to be all tensed up and scrunched up. You really want to try to relax and loosen. This could be a really difficult posture for a lot of people, so if you feel any pain in your knee, back off. You might just want to stick to some more simple hip openers just to get you familiar with opening up the hips and getting them a little more limber. Okay, so to come out of this posture, we're going to tuck the left toes under and push up with the foot and the hands. We can swing that right leg back. You can kind of walk it out. Now we're going to switch sides. So we're going to bring our right knee just behind and to the left of our right wrist. Shin hopefully parallel with the top of your mat. The left heel is going to be pointing towards the front of your right hip bone. And the top of your right foot is going to be resting on the mat. So again, you want the space between your left thigh and butt resting on the ground. If not, you want to put a blanket or something to support you there, because if you don't have the support, you're just going to sink into it, and then the alignment is not going to be correct. So you really want your hips squared here. Once you've got that nailed down, you can come onto your forearms, your elbows, or you can come onto your forearms and rest your head on your hands. We'll be here for 5 breaths. inhale, we can come on up. You guys are doing incredible. Okay, from here, we are going to come into Savasana. So you can find a comfortable seat and eventually land on your back, on your mat. You want your feet about mat width apart, and your feet can just splay out to the sides. Arms you want out, wide, palms facing up, fingers spread wide. Try to have your shoulder blades flattened on the mat, and just rest into this posture. Notice the sensations, notice any sounds around you. I can hear birds chirping, which is lovely. Slowly invite some movement into the wrists, into your ankles. You could take a stretch overhead. And eventually we'll come on up to our seat. So I've had a couple people comment to me that they liked the pranayama or the breathing techniques that I had in my first video. So I just wanted to introduce you to another breathing technique. This one is called Brahmari. It's also known as bumblebee breath. And it really helps interrupt that constant loop some people have in their head, like the negative talk or the worries or the whatever. Some people have it, and this can definitely just interrupt that. So basically what it is it's an internal So your lips are closed, gently closed, your eyes are closed, and you're creating this vibration within that kind of distracts you from everything else that's external. So I'm actually going to cover myself with a blanket. It's a little chilly in here, and it's nice to be comfortable. So I'm going to use this blanket here. So for Brahmari, you are going to plug your ears gently with your thumbs. So your thumbs are going to cover your tragus. If you guys know what that is, it's the little flap over your ear. So gently cover that up. Not right now because you want to hear what I have to say, hopefully. So cover that up, and then your index fingers are going to land above your eyebrows on your forehead. And your bottom three fingers are going to lightly cover your eyelids, gently closing them. We're not pushing on the ears too hard, just gently closing the ears and the eyes. Okay, so we're going to inhale normally here, and on the exhale we'll start the om sound, but with your lips gently closed. And we're going to repeat this five times. So we're going to inhale, do the om, inhale, do the om. So I'm not going to open my eyes and take my hands off each time. Just follow along with me. Okay, so here we go. We got the ears plugged. We got the index fingers above the eyebrows on the forehead. And the three fingers covering up my eyes. Taking a big inhale here. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that new breathing technique. I really just want to thank you for practicing with me tonight, and I hope that you enjoy this video and that if you follow along, that you have a restful sleep tonight. I'd love to hear any comments or feedback you may have. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more and you don't want to miss the videos, please subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Take care. Namaste.